Shalom, my name is Michael Decker, and I'm a lawyer within the law offices of Cohen Decker, Pex and Brosh. Today I wanted to discuss the process of receiving an inheritance order. When a person passes away and did not leave a will, then in order to inherit him, an heir must obtain an inheritance order from the registrar of inheritance. In a case like this, the presumed heir, who would be the applicant, must submit a request for an inheritance order within the registrar of inheritance and nearest to the place where the relevant person that left the estate passed away. In a situation like this, the applicant must submit a request and must pay a government fee for the opening of the application, and also in order to publicize this application in a public newspaper. And this is in order to allow anyone that has any claims to object to this application. For example, if someone has a will that contradicts the presumed heir by law to inherit the estate, he can submit an objection and claim that he has a will that contradicts the application. There are other claims, of course, that can be raised, but we will not get into them in this point. In addition, a death certificate must be submitted to prove that the deceased is indeed deceased, which needs to be an original. If the deceased was not a resident of Israel at the time of his passing away, then in addition, first of all the documents need to be would be foreign documents, and these documents would need to be translated into Hebrew if they're not in Arabic or in English, and they would need to have an apostille stamp on them. In addition, a legal opinion regarding the foreign legislation and jurisprudence must be submitted as well in order to prove that the person is an heir according to the laws relevant in the country where the person was deceased. If the representative of the Attorney General does not have any objection to this application, he will submit a notification that he does not want to intervene. In such a case, the registrar of inheritance will sign an inheritance order. If the representative of the Attorney General does want to intervene, he will submit a notification that he doesn't intend to intervene, in which case the application will be transferred to the family court. The representative of the Attorney General can also submit a notification that he wants additional information or details, in which case the applicant will need to submit the additional information and details. This process, all in all, requires to be meticulous, and it requires a level of professionalism, and we therefore do recommend that an attorney would be hired throughout this process. We at the law offices of Cohen Decker, Pex and Brosh would be happy to assist you throughout this process, and would be happy also to answer any questions or clarifications you might have on this matter. Thank you very much for your time.